Hi Cancer, this is your reading with me for Twin Flames November 2020. I hope you're doing well. I do apologise, the sun is glaring and the sun just decided that it really wanted to make an appearance and, you know, do its thing. So I do apologise, but it's kind of nice because it's all natural lighting. Okay, so we're going to see what's coming through for you. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs, and we're going to see what messages we have for you, for your twin flame and yourself. I'm going to do a row for you, a row for your twin flame, and then a row for the outcome. And I'm also going to pull some messages as well as we go along. So I think that will be quite exciting. So messages from the Oracle message deck, which is the Eternal Messages. There we go. Let me just grab those. Okay, so let's see what we have first of all for your reading. By the way, if you'd like to win a free reading with me, do check out the description box below since I do a giveaway every single month. If you'd like to purchase a private paid reading, information is also there as well. They're done within 24 to 48 hours. And the last thing I want to mention is my intention bracelets are on Etsy. I have my scrunchie on my hand. Let me just put it on the other hand. So I'm actually wearing the Love, the Twin Flame, Soulmate and the Singles bracelets. They are meditated with, saged, and they're there to remove obstacles and challenges from different areas of your life, and they are pretty special indeed. So that is what we have right there. Okay, and yeah, the link to my Etsy store is down below, and also the review section is on there as well. So if you want to see how other people have seen results with these bracelets, do check that out. And yeah, it's all on there. All you need is love, love, love is all you need. Just looking at my sign, thinking of that song. Okay, so for you we have the Four of Wands, right? This is a twin flame card. It's also a card about love. It's also a card about just divine connections, divine timing. So, well, you're definitely feeling your twin flames energy very, very strongly here in November. Love is all you need. All you need is love, love. Also 1111, you might be seeing 1111 a lot on your clocks, your screens, your, I don't know, your oven, if you have one. Also, I was just looking and I saw 1111 today as well, and I was like, oh wow, okay. I see a lot of repeating numbers, but there's something about 1111, isn't it? It's the one that just stands out for so many people. It's very interesting. So we got here the Fool as well. Okay, you've got the Fool with the Queen of Cups and the Five of Pentacles. So, you know, what I see here is that you have so much energy towards your twin flame. You feel like this person is really, really special, and you can acknowledge that this person is your twin flame. But the Fool here shows that sometimes you feel like your emotional needs are not being met. That comes across as the Queen of Cups. Sometimes you feel like this person is just not as emotionally mature as you, not as emotionally progressive as you, and it makes you feel a little bit sad. It makes you feel a little bit stuck. It makes you feel a bit frustrated. Like, why is this person not on the same page as me emotionally? Why don't they understand me how I understand them? And then, you know, yes, you understand the whole twin flame dynamic, the whole twin flame connection, and you think like, okay, yeah, sure, you know, perhaps they haven't really got themselves together in that sense, and it frustrates you. I really do see that here. And so the Fool here indicates that sometimes you even think about just moving away from this connection and perhaps going towards something new, something different, because of how challenging this connection can be. And that's what I'm really picking up here, is that many of you feel at times abandoned, left out, lonely emotionally, because they're not able to give you how much you need, right? So it's just something that I'm picking up here. The Fool here shows that, you know, sometimes you feel like, oh, this is too much, this is a lot for me, I feel left out, I feel lonely, I feel abandoned. You know, my needs, my emotional needs are not being met. Now, the interesting thing that I found out as I was doing some research, I always do a lot of research on psychology and, you know, lots of different things, including, you know, disorders and things like that. I really am getting very into that. So I honestly wouldn't be surprised if I ended up studying psychology or anything like that. But one thing that I did find very, very interesting, as I've literally lost my thought. Great, isn't it? Great. Wow. Okay. Moonlight. Just move on. This is such a Mercury retrograde thing. One thing that I found, oh yeah, I remember it now, is that in relationships, emotional intimacy is one of the most important aspects. It's the thing that essentially keeps people together. It's one of those really, really important parts. And I feel that emotionally you find it very, very hard to be on the same page sometimes as your twin flame, because you feel like they don't perhaps understand you to the level that you feel they need to understand you at. Physical attraction is all great and everything, communication, you know, it's part of connections, but the emotional aspect is what really is very difficult in a twin flame connection and in many connections, right? So that's the bit here that I feel is just something that's really, really difficult, because you need someone to understand you on an emotional level and they're just not able to give you that, you know what I mean? So yeah, it was really interesting that I actually picked that up, because in, you know, most relationships, that's actually the bit that is one of the most key components, is that understanding of feelings between people. You know, if you can't understand someone else's feelings, it becomes very, very hard, very challenging. Okay, so anyway, so on their side, you've got here the Seven of Cups, okay, with the Emperor. See, they're definitely more emotionally detached, right? The Emperor is not the most emotional person in the world. That is frustrating you. That really is frustrating you. Even if they're putting effort here, for you, that emotional click is missing. And the Seven of Cups here is showing that, yes, they do think about you, because, you know, they're thinking about those cups. But the Emperor here shows a bit of a disconnect. This disconnect can also be because you have got the Mars retrograde, which is happening in the sign of Aries. Could be that this person is an Aries, but I'm really connecting it to Mars right now. Mars retrograde is very, very heavy, and oftentimes during this time, people can be very chaotic, very unpredictable, and they can say things that they also don't mean, so just keep that in mind. You've also got the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, Knight of Pentacles is very, very significant because it shows that they do think about you. But again, you know, sometimes it's not enough as to how much you think about them. So it's just something that's coming through. And then this Five of Cups, right? I feel like they feel sad that they can't do as much for you as how much you perhaps do for them. That's what I'm picking up on. They feel sad. They feel helpless is what I'm seeing. Now for the outcome, we've got the Hanged Man. Hanged Man with the Eight of Pentacles. And also, oh my god, my lighting is so bad. So bad. Oh my god. I apologise so much. If you watch my readings, you know my lighting is terrible. I'm actually going to really work on that for sure. Page of Cups. And Two of Wands, right? So what I see here is really, really quite important for the outcome. It shows here that you know, you might also be thinking, like, you know, is this really worth it? Page of Cups here is about a lack of that emotional energy that you really want, you know, emotional intimacy, should I say. Eight of Pentacles shows that they try to the best, but is it enough for you? Is it enough? My question here, Cancer, is it enough for you right now? You have to look at that, right? Is it enough? Is what they're doing in November enough for you? Because I don't feel like they can emotionally give to you the level that you need. You see here more a page, you see a queen, you see emotional detachment on their side. And also the Hangman shows that yes, they spiritually feel that connection towards you. See, they're seeing a lot of these signs and synchronicities as you are, right? You're seeing the signs and synchronicities, so are they. That Seven of Cups is also about that. And the Hangman shows that both of you feel these energies, but in terms of the amount of work that they need to put in, it's really lacking. Right? It's lacking emotionally as well, and that makes you feel like, okay, maybe I should be moving on here, or maybe I should go towards someone who perhaps can emotionally connect to me on that level, but you feel this connection towards them. So the Two of Wands here, I think, is you just thinking to yourself, you know what, I'm just going to see what happens in November. I'm going to see how much effort they put in, and then I'll come to my conclusion towards the end of the month. And that's what I see. You're keeping your options open here, but you do feel very left out, and they also feel bad they're not able to put in as much effort perhaps, so it's triggering them as well. So that's what I see here. Cancer, is it enough? That's what I need to ask you. Is it enough? Because you're feeling each other and feeling each other's energy, but is that emotional energy enough? So this is your reading. Let me pull your I almost forgot. Eternal Messages cards. You know who I forgot the cards for? Aries. I literally did. I'd never usually forget pulling extra cards, but I just did. And maybe that's the Mars retrograde, you know, manifesting for Aries there, since it's happening in that sign. But, you know, it was one of those things. It just happened. Okay, the card that fell on the floor, and I'm just going to grab one more. There we go. Okay, so let's have a look. Oh, there's two there. No worries. Hakuna Matata. Okay, I've been telepathically communicating with you. We know this. there's a lot of spiritual energy between the two of you. We see that right there. So not surprised by that. We've got here, oh my god, this card has been coming out a lot actually in the readings, and I can't pronounce this word, but basically what it says here is I reminisce a lot on the times spent with you. So they think a lot about the time that's spent with you. They think a lot about the history essentially as well. Okay, which is interesting. Again, you got that Seven of Cups. It also says here, I've looked into tarot readings. So it's very, very possible that they have come across tarot readings either on YouTube or in person, and they've been quite interested to figure out some information in regards to you, which is very interesting. Now, this can also be your energy as well, to be honest, okay? So it's one of those things that's coming through. I mean, you're already doing it, so it's already connecting with the energies. And then you've got here as well, I've been thinking about proposing to you, which I think is very interesting, because in their mind, I feel like a lot happens in their mind, but what they actually do action-wise is very different. Remember, this is thinking, not actually doing. So just remember that, yes, they've been thinking about it, but whether they do it or not, I mean, it can happen, but it's just one of those things that I feel like they're much more in their mind. And when it comes to actions, they're very, very slow. As we see with the Knight of Pentacles, you know, very, very slow energy. So I have to ask you, you know, is them thinking about it enough, or do you need action, right? Is them, is it enough, basically? That's the question here. Is it enough? Let me know. Okay, so this is your reading. Take care. Stay safe. What I find is very, very interesting is the tarot readings for sure. But that's what we've got here. Take care, stay safe, and I will see you very soon. All the information is in the description box below as always. Okay, so take care everyone. Bye!